Welcome to Owen and Jewel at 7, an MCI fundraising series.
We'd like to begin by acknowledging that a majority of this web series was filmed on Treaty 1 territory, the land of the Anishinaabe people and home of the Métis Nation.
Hi, I'm Jewel Johnson-Adu. I'm in grade 12 and this is my third year here at MCI. I'm originally from Lagos, Nigeria, which is home to over 15 million people and 500 languages.
And I'm Owen Friesen. This is my fourth year at MCI and I'm also in grade 12. I live near a small town called Horndine, and around 50 years ago we had a grain elevator.
The first time I came to Canada was to come to MCI. Of all the private schools here, my parents had to pick the one right in the center, right in the heart of Canada, in Gretna. As if the 23-hour flight wasn't long enough, as soon as we got here, I was whisked away on a 5-hour bus ride to Red Rock, which is where I experienced my first snowfall.
Jewel, I think I actually remember your first morning here. I remember you and your mom were getting uniform in the library, and as soon as I walked in, you ran out. Yeah, it was enough time. Well, enough about us. In our first episode, we've got some exciting pieces to share with you. First up, here's a music video performed by The Intentionals, one of MCI's COVID-friendly audition choir groups.
All the lonely people, all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people, all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Mother Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Look at all the lonely people, 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 people. Look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. Look at all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people. They all belong. All the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people. People, people, people. Look at all the lonely people. People, people. Look at
lonely people.
Wow, just wow. JJ's dancing was incredible.
Yeah, it was a really fun video to film. Other than the fact that we had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to get about 10 minutes of sunlight through a nice stained glass window, it was all pretty fun.
In January, we invited some students, friends, and alumni of MCI to share with us some of their artworks and creative writing pieces for MCI publication. The theme would be on hope and lament. This week, we've invited Sharon Lepke to share some of her thoughts and insights on her piece.
My name is Sharon Lepke. I was an art teacher and an EAL teacher at MCI from 2003 till 2011. I'm sitting here just outside my art studio. It's an amazing little building. It was built for me by my father when he was in his 80s. He phoned me up and said I shouldn't be working in the basement anymore. My brother contributed some old windows and miscellaneous things, and my dad came down and built me this little studio out in the woods. The windows are amazing. I have done so many mosaics just of what I see out the window here in the woods. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny little place, and I love my daily commute. It's, I think, 50 steps from my front door. My memories of MCI have to do with a lot of fun and good humor. There was a good feeling in the art room. I can remember coming to school on a weekend and walking into a dark, empty corridor on Saturday to pick something up, and I would hear music coming from down the hall, and there was a light somewhere down there, and I'd walk down and the tunes were just pumping in the art room, and it would be full of kids, and they had stuff out and they were working, and they had their snacks and their music, and they were just doing art on a Saturday, and that made me feel successful as an art teacher. I learned a lot of things being an art teacher. I had taught art here and there before, but not spent my whole day teaching art ever, and not to high school students. So I learned an awful lot about art because I had to teach it. And I also learned a lot about learning about art, because you could see all these different personalities and individuals all coming from different places in their lives, and how they interacted with new ideas and interacted with this creative process, and that was very valuable to me. This piece that I completed here last winter began in probably late November. It was of course, the time of COVID, and it was, I had a lot of time at home, just to be at home and work in a really uninterrupted way. That was good for me. Fall is always a little bit of time of lament. There's so much death around us. Everything turns gray and cold, and you have to prepare yourself mentally for this long sleep part of the year. But in the mornings, sometimes the light is so beautiful, and I had just been walking in the front yard here, behind where I'm sitting, and looking out to the morning sunshine on Jack's Field across the road, and the light was shining in so beautifully, and I had my camera with me. I occasionally take it with me because when I work off of an idea in the wintertime and it's cold, I don't spend a lot of time sitting outside sketching. I'd rather take a photograph and then work from the photograph. And so I snapped a few pictures of this beautiful, very harsh and perhaps cool sunlight coming through the poplar trees, and just a very, very little smattering of snow on the ground. And it was a hopeful picture because the sun was there.
I wish I had a studio like that. I mean, I can't say I'm much of an artist, but it's just such a cool, nice little space.
Yeah, I've been in there. It's really good. She has a loft. Next up, we would like to introduce something completely new to MCI. We're gonna have an online auction.
We wanted to find a way to highlight local businesses, artists, and communities while raising a little extra cash for MCI. So, Jewel, how does this auction work?
Each week, 3 items will be auctioned off. You will need to go to the website on the screen, click on the item you want to bid on, and then bid away. Each item will be live for 3 days, and then on Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, the bidding will close. The bidder with the highest bidding will be contacted.
That sounds like a pretty cool idea. This week, we've got 3 exciting items to auction off. Number 1, a live edge coffee table as seen in the photo made by Cooper Weeb, graduate of MCI in 2014.
Item 2, a Copper's Barrel private shopping experience for 4, with a
fun little gift bag included. And finally, we have item 3, dinner for 6 with Chef Kevin Funk. Check out this video of Kevin sharing his passion for making food as well as sharing it with people.
Okay. Why do you look to the center?
I imagine the video coming up here.
Hi, I'm Kevin Funk. I'm a cook here in Morden, Manitoba. Personally, I didn't go to MCI, but my dad did. He's so old, don't know what year he graduated, but yeah, I like to cook food. All right, what am I most passionate about and what makes me unique is, well, it's just food in general, but doing what I love and making multi-course dinners. So I like 2 different areas of cooking. I love smoking things and I love fine dining. So I've tried to combine the 2. I'll take smoked meats that are more rustic and get them all down to size and make tiny little course dinners. So we'll do multi-course, 7, 10, 11, sometimes 15-course dinners. And that's what I really love, kind of putting art into the plate rather than just food and bringing the flavors into it. And staying as local as possible. We work with a lot of farms in the area and different makers that do food products, and we try to collaborate with them and bring it all into one experience. So we've partnered up with MCI for this auction. It's for 6 people, a private dinner. We're gonna curate a menu with you guys and create a 7 to 11 course dinner for you using some really neat ingredients and just having fun with it. So we'll come to your place, we'll sit you down and we will serve you. We'll bring everything, you don't do anything, just have a good time with your friends. Get out there and bid. Can't wait to see you soon.
Julie and I are so grateful for the time we've had at MCI. As a school, we were hoping to raise around $120,000 by the end of June so that MCI can keep helping people grow as they help me and Jewel. Thanks for joining us, and click the link in the description to bid on any of tonight's items or visit MCI's website to help out. Let's see if we can get that goal.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on next week's episode. We've got a lot of great content and more bids coming up.
See you next week.